Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur, and yesterday when I was discussing Uber officially announcing that they were leaving the Arizona market for their self-driving car testing, they listed two states that they were considering bringing the self-driving cars back to: California and Pittsburgh. Now, California I felt was completely off the table because they didn't renew their license, and California is especially distrustful of Uber. And I also said something about Pittsburgh. What did I say? The tech company announced on Wednesday it will lay off 300 Uber workers in Arizona. It said it will focus on autonomous vehicle efforts in San Francisco and Pittsburgh. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that. California essentially kicked you out too, and you didn't bother to renew your licensing deal with them. And Pittsburgh has expressed some very big concerns about your program. So yeah, what do you say on the positive side? Oh yeah, that's what it is. And it turns out I had every right to be suspicious of that claim because the mayor of Pittsburgh wasn't even aware that Uber was planning to bring the self-driving cars to his streets, and he had some words for Uber. According to Gizmodo, following an announcement Wednesday that Uber will lay off about 300 employees and close up shop on its self-driving car testing operations in Arizona, the company revealed it would revive the program in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Uber apparently did not bother to run that idea by the mayor of the city, as he was completely blindsided by the announcement. In a statement published Wednesday, well, actually, we're just going to read the whole statement. I made it clear to Uber officials after the Arizona crash that a full federal investigation had to be completed with strong rules for keeping streets safe before I would agree with the company to begin testing on Pittsburgh streets again. Uber did not tell me of today's announcement, and I was forced to learn about it through social media reports. This is not the way to rebuild a constructive working relationship with local government, especially when facing a public safety matter. Peduto's chief of staff, Dan Gilman, hammered home Uber's apparently inadequate communication with the city officials. He told KDKA-TV, a CBS affiliate in Pittsburgh, that the mayor was shocked by Uber's announcement. According to the mayor's office, the Pittsburgh's Deputy of Mobility and Infrastructure has set up a number of new conditions that it would require Uber to meet before testing could resume within the city. I'm assuming getting clearance to do so is pretty high on the list. Those new standards would include restricting the autonomous vehicles to 25 miles per hour while driving on city roads, regardless of the posted speed limit. The city has also asked Uber to use its app to push alerts to human drivers to inform them when they have exceeded the speed limit. According to Uber, the company contacted the city on May 9th and 10th to discuss its intentions of putting self-driving cars back on the road in June, pending approval of the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. The company also said it had an in-person meeting with the city on May 18th in which it agreed to discuss potential new restrictions on its operations. Uber pulled up the stakes on its self-driving car program following a fatal crash that took place in March. And of course, Uber CEO Dar said that the cars will be back on the road within a few months. Uber is not shy to undermining the whims of the cities in which it operates. The company operated self-driving cars on the streets of San Francisco despite not having a permit to do so. The company also operated a gray ball program designed to help drivers avoid law enforcement and sting operations in major cities where the service had been banned. So, yeah, I'm going to assume, based on this information, even though it wasn't stated, Uber's not coming back to Pittsburgh. I mean, you don't do this. I mean, here's the thing. Uber has had a long history of just not being very good or accountable at what they do. They enter and they do without getting permission, and the consequences will follow as they must. They will buy off the politicians or whatever. But the thing is, this self-driving car fiasco was truly a fiasco. And the investigation is still ongoing. It is being treated with as much scrutiny as a plane crash. It always has been. Because the idea of all of these things on the road, plus the information that the car saw the pedestrian and made a decision not to stop, doesn't really look good when you want to make this a mass available thing. Now, what's interesting about this is it's not confirmed whether or not these primary talks even occurred. Like, Uber says, oh yeah, we met with them on the 9th and the 10th, and it seems like the mayor's saying, I don't know what they're talking about. We have not talked with them, and I'm a little blindsided by this. And you don't want to blindside the mayor, because you don't want to blindside government officials at all when you want to work with them, because then you go and it's like, hey guys, trust us, we're honest. And it's like, yeah, you're making announcements about deals that have not been made. This company's so stupid. I can't believe. I mean, I've been covering Uber for 2 years on YouTube at this point, pretty much 2 years, and they never cease to amaze me with how low they will go. Wasn't the new CEO supposed to be good at mending relationships? Like, he knew that with like London, you had to actually go and ask for forgiveness. That was like a long trip. That was a long flight and very unusual. You don't think he could fly just a few hours to talk to someone locally? Heck, you could give him a call. He's only 2 hours in the future. Just give him a call. I mean, so I think at the moment it's safe to say that Uber's prospects of getting these self-driving cars back on the road by June is zero. It's pretty much zero, because they had 2 states they were looking at, and now both states officially hate them. Both states officially do not want the vehicles on the road. And in another bad show for Uber, what this also does is any state they want to potentially work with are going to remember things like this. Not only are they going to remember the fact that the car crashed and killed someone, not only are they going to mention the fact that the car saw the person and decided not to stop, they are also going to see that Uber arrogantly listed 2 states who are going to be working partners, and those states, in reality, had no intention of working with them. None whatsoever. That's the kind of PR nightmare you just don't want to have on your hand. And yeah, there's no way this is going to happen anytime soon. Now, they might still at some point get on the road. I'm not going to go so far as to say Uber will never test autonomous vehicles ever again. That would be ignorant. There is, in theory, a lot of money to be made in this, because they don't have to pay those driver fees, and we know that that's the issue, because Uber clearly is okay with raising the rates. They just don't want to share the rates with anyone. But it's not going to be anytime soon, and predictions that the Uber CEO would be better off figuring out how to make peace with the drivers rather than chasing this technology is more true today than ever. And as they pretty much start to launch the new surge on a almost massive scale, I think it's launching in 4 or 5 cities. Well, yeah, that's not good. You're going to alienate so many drivers, all for autonomous vehicles you don't even have rights to put on the road anywhere in the United States, as far as I can tell as of this recording. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. And what do you folks think about this? Do you think this is a stumbling block? Do you think Uber's cars will wind up on the streets of Pittsburgh? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. Hit the bell if you want daily notifications. And if you like the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even $1 a month goes a long way in helping run the channel smoothly. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.